The following is a live broadcast of a Lone Star community radio program, recorded and broadcasted live on irlonestar.com, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and facebook.com/irlonestar. For more information on this show, please visit our show page at irlonestar.com/shows. To sponsor or donate to this program, visit our donate page at irlonestar.com/donate, or email us at lscrstudios@gmail.com, or give us a call at 936-666-1084. Lone Star Community Radio production and broadcast is possible by folks like you. So sponsor and donate today.
You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Welcome, everybody. It is Hump Day at Hump Hour, and it is Toast of the Town with Christy and Mel.
Woo!
I know.
Woo!
I know, it's exciting.
Okay, so is it just me, or with all this craziness going on, has the summer just basically evaporated?
Yes, it has. It's
For
gone.
the most boring summer on record, as far as my lifetime is concerned, it has really flown by. We are moving head fast, quickly into August, which starts this weekend.
Yes, it does.
Already.
It does. And what happens in August?
Oh, well,
School?
kind of,
Sort
I
of?
know. You know, we do that a lot here lately. We end every statement with a very nice question mark at the end because we just really don't know.
Exactly.
But what we do know is it is a great day to be here in downtown Conroe. You know, it's so great to see all these businesses open and thriving. Obviously, you know, they want you to wear your masks, you know, if that's what is good for you, and want you to respect your social distancing. But you have Sweet Texas Treasures over here. You've got this wonderful consortium behind us, this marketplace of wonderful goodies.
Still waiting for the beer garden.
And we got the beer garden. Of course, we've got the new Honor Cafe over here, Red Brick Tavern, Pacific Yard House, all these great businesses that are open and thriving. And so it's a great place to be here at Lone Star Community Radio.
Yes, it is.
Right
It
here
is.
on the square.
Right on the square.
I know. And it's so funny because we talk about this all the time, but I remember frequenting these sidewalks when I was
we were
a kid.
children.
Yeah, my
Mere kids.
You know, when my mom worked, you know, just a block off the square, and I used to walk over to the courthouse and walk over to, well, the tax office, which used to be the library, and
Yes.
you know, and it's so great to see so many wonderful things happening in downtown Conroe, and so much business still thriving, new businesses coming in with Honor Cafe, and the beer garden that's going to be showing up soon. It's just really encouraging. So it's always good to be here in downtown Conroe.
It is. It is.
Especially on this beautiful
Are you
Wednesday.
Representing the Chamber of Commerce today? I don't know, but you sound
No,
suspiciously
you know,
like you might be.
Well, you know, I've been having some meetings over the last couple days regarding the Conroe Cajun Catfish Festival.
Yeah.
And we're still hopefully moving forward with our
Hanging
event
on,
that is
brother.
scheduled for the second weekend of October,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
the 9th, 10th, and 11th. And, you know, we've got some great headliners this year, including Aaron Watson and Wade Bowen and Roger Krager and Bag of Donuts on Friday night, not to mention all the amazing Cajun bands that are going to be here. So it's just, you can't help but feel optimistic with hoping and thinking that we're still planning for this great event that obviously benefits the Friends of Conroe, which is a nonprofit organization, which obviously benefits so many other nonprofits. It puts kids in school. It helps us do our Thanksgiving feast every Thanksgiving Day. So it's hard. The hope is contagious.
Yes, it is.
It's like
Yes,
a
it is.
steamroller. It just
I
can't
feel
keep
it. I feel it.
The engine is coming through. So anyway, but it's good times.
I think we think we can. We think we can.
Yeah, you know, and it's nice too to start to keep looking at the schedule of events and things that are still coming up and things that are still happening around here. So obviously our bars and clubs are still closed, but we have a lot of amazing restaurants that are still open. They've had to make some adjustments as well, but it's great to see that live music is still alive. You know, tonight at Pacific Yard House, my wonderful new friend, Mr. Harley Meyer, is hosting local acoustic night at Pacific Yard House from 7 to 10. And that's going to include my other friend, Stephen Marshall, who does the most amazing rendition of Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor that was actually written by Prince. It is a country-ish acoustic version of the song. And it's just really cool to see that. And Ryan Pinnock is going to be there tonight, too. So if you're looking for live music, it is still alive and well in downtown Conroe. I know. See, I told you. I've also had about 15
what
cups of
speed
coffee.
are you on?
I've had a little bit of coffee. Still going on. So today, going on until 1 p.m., so you're running out of time if you want to try to get by there. Interfaith is still hosting their drive-through of caring, which they're going to be giving away canned goods to anybody that needs it. So you can obviously take advantage of that. Tomorrow, I love this idea. I love the name of this. Right Next Door Designs is hosting Yappy Hour from 4 to 6.
Isn't that the cutest?
It is so cute. Where you can come in for wine tasting and some light bites, and they're going to give 5% of the proceeds to the Golden Retrievers Rescue of Houston. So you can take your pet for a walk and benefit.
Do you get to pet the dogs while you drink your wine?
Of course.
I think that'd be awesome.
I know. Just have a little
Peaceful.
bite.
I mean, like,
little
that's
bite. Pet
that's
the
the
dog.
ultimate of peace.
I
isn't
know.
it?
Do-si-do, the Big Barn is alive and well. They've got live music going on. They've got Texas troubadour legend Walt Wilkins going on Thursday night at 8 o'clock. He has had over 100 artists record music that he has written. Ooh. I mean, I don't think there's any better compliment to a songwriter than that. Rock the Row is going to be at Hughes Landing, which is a free concert outside. Mm-hmm. It's from 7 to 9. They will be featuring the Vinyl Stripes, which is a rock and rockabilly band. So you can go sit outside in fresh, open air, take your lawn chairs and enjoy. Obviously, you can have some great dinner down there, too. And then Friday, Do-si-do, Jason Allen and Jody Booth, two of my all-time favorite local-ish artists, are going to be playing. Tickets are just $15. If you've never met these guys, they're wonderfully talented, also hysterically funny. Jody Booth, every time he plays in a golf tournament, he wears the craziest outfits. So we're going to talk to him with our guests, or talk about him with our guests later, because we're going to make sure he comes out, because he's always a hoot whenever he shows up to a golf tournament. And then also something that I think is really cool is Lake Mineral Wells State Park is doing a live cowboy poetry and stories event on Facebook on Friday night from 8 to 9. So you can tune into some cowboys telling stories and reading poetry and kind of clue into
the coolest.
It's just
the coolest.
Just a lot of fun. And then this weekend, Junior Gordon Band's going to be at Do-si-do. We've got the Grogan's Mill Farmers Market coming up. I know Friday night Pacific Yard House is having our good friend Benny Bryant's going to be playing along with Jesse Roach. So it's going to be another great show. So obviously things are starting to kind of kick in. Things are starting to happen around here. And thank goodness for that.
I know. Because we're getting kind of bored.
Well, and I think,
and that's really all that matters in life is how bored I am or am not.
This is true. And talking about, festival and talking about planning events as they're coming up, people are eager to get out, and not only get out, but do things that give back. Because we have had so many amazing nonprofit organizations and just organizations in general that have shown up to get involved with the community, do what they can to engage everyone in order to kind of get us all through this pandemic nonsense. Mm-hmm. And I probably shouldn't call it nonsense, but I'm just really kind of fed up with it.
Right.
But luckily, thank God, we live in Montgomery County where we're very encouraged to continue business going and keep events going.
That is an excellent lead-in to our guests.
Absolutely, it is. So we have two guests in the studio today.
I know, that's exciting.
It is very exciting. So who would you like to introduce first?
Well, let's. I think one leads to the other.
Yeah.
So let's start with Curt Maddux.
Curt Maddux, our good friend.
Our good friend, and also he is of Conroe Golf Cars fame.
Yes. How are you doing, Mr. Maddux?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me out today.
I know you obviously not just through the golf car world, but also through the baseball world, and as active as you've been in this community for years and years and years, and being involved in small business and one of the most successful small businesses in Conroe, in the state, and actually in the country. So how has this COVID pandemic stuff, how has that affected y'all in your business?
It's affected us tremendously, the way we handle ourselves and how we handle our customers and our employees and staff. And we've taken every caution to mankind to be proactive and wear masks. And we're doing things outside remotely by phone. You'll call us, we'll come out and kind of make an appointment, but we're all there. Mm-hmm. And we want you to feel safe, and we want to have a safe environment. We were stricken pretty hard in the middle of June. We had 5 employees get COVID.
Wow.
We did, and we shut down for 2 weeks, and we had another test positive right after that, so we stayed closed again. And right now, as of Monday, we are open and COVID free.
Yay! Well, and when all this stuff started, the one good thing that people could focus on, I guess whenever the first orders came out where we could, everybody could open their front door again,
Right.
was that golf was an acceptable recreational sport because you could social distance very well.
You could, and all the clubs, and we were learning. I'm also part of Conroe Country Club, but we were getting advice from other clubs. When we were learning techniques, we turned the hole upside down to where the ball was sticking half in and half out when it went in with the flag stick in, so you didn't have to touch the bottom of the cup or the surrounding areas.
Look how smart this is.
And we would not remove the flag. You couldn't remove the flag. I think Gail of Bentwater, we called the head pro out there. We talked to all the local clubs, and so we were all, if we were going to be allowed to play this recreational sport, because it is outside,
Yes.
you can social distance because a lot of the places have their own private carts, so you don't have to ride together, and it's been good.
That's good. Well, and I know too that not only were y'all affected in those ways that you mentioned, but when they canceled Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and canceled some of these huge events that y'all are a part of, that was kind of probably the first kick in the gut for you guys.
It was. When we got the news, I believe it was March 11th when they decided to shut down. And
it was Cody Johnson night, just
yeah,
FYI.
well,
in case anybody's forgotten.
and probably one of the hardest things to believe is that being in the golf industry, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is probably our largest account. And so we had 750 cars there, and when they shut it down, they just, they called, and we work with EAC over there and Greg Golightly, and he said, we're going to move them all in the dome, and we're going to sterilize them, and you be prepared to sterilize them coming out. And up till about 2 weeks ago, we got our last car out of the rodeo, out of the dome.
Just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, 750 cars.
It takes a little bit.
It takes a little bit, and we're trying to, when that all happened, as a company, we have an older staff that's been there. The tenure there is probably 20 plus.
Because y'all are so family.
We're so
y'all are
family
so
oriented. Family first
Yes.
is John Sebastian's motto, and so with that being said, we thought it would cost more to replace them than so we wanted to keep them. So we sent everybody home for 4 weeks. We shut
Might
the doors.
as well.
And we didn't want to lose anybody. And we kind of worked a little remotely with John Sebastian, his mom, and a few guys out back that really stepped up to the plate. And because golfers are nuts. They're
like,
they want their golf carts.
Open.
Exactly.
We try to take care of everybody. We weren't doing any service work, but if you needed we could see it coming. If people wanted golf carts, then you could have them. And look, it's something you can do that you can enjoy and have fun. And at this point, we need it. It's tough. Even if you're quarantined for 2 weeks when you get it, and hopefully everything went well, it's tough. It's tough.
I know. One of the things that I saw on social media that kind of cracked me up, but was so true, because I am not a good golfer. Like, I'm tragically terrible, but I can drive a golf cart. That I can do. But all the people that I kept seeing online, who gives golf lessons? Who will get? Because it was the one outlet that everyone could safely get them out of the house, get their kids out of the house, get everybody active again. But it seemed like everybody that didn't play was wanting to play and trying to learn how.
It's true. And that it's one thing that you can do that you can really enjoy. And there's a lot of recreational sports out there that you can enjoy. These, not only did it affect us as an industry, as a business, but these kids that lost proms and graduations and sporting events and school, and I'm ready for them to go back to school.
I think everybody's ready for these kids to go back to school.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what would make you say that.
Cheers to that.
So to give everybody some kind of light at the end of the tunnel, it's kind of nice, and I appreciate some of these rec events that are available. I know with golf, but boating, and I think they're trying to do some baseball out there.
Yeah,
and some-
baseball's finally. Whew.
And I love that.
I
Some baseball.
I know. Yeah, and and seeing these kids being able to get back on the fields, which I know for my son, I'm sure with yours too, just the mental health change that I saw come back whenever they knew that baseball was coming back. It's a huge deal.
It puts a smile on their face. And
Yeah.
I mean, nothing makes an adult happy other than to see a child smile. And
Yeah.
I mean, I feel for them, and I'm glad some of these things are coming. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I just talked to the Texans, and they're talking about maybe going the games being 50%.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still got hope, and look, that's all I want is hope. And
Exactly. Well, we right now we're latching on to every little bit that we can in a couple of different ways. We've got the Astros back up with the cardboard cutouts, which it's so strange to watch a baseball game and hear nothing. Except for
It was crazy.
Except for
I
some,
couldn't watch it.
Except for some incidental, inappropriate language that
Yeah,
came
you can-
out that was publicized today or yesterday after the game with the Dodgers. But we won't go there. But to see, I'm a huge baseball fan. I'm a huge college football fan. I have obviously a lot of friends that are big into pro football. So just the hope, that inkling that we might actually have some semblance of a season, you're exactly right. The fact that we can hold on to that hope is pretty amazing.
it is. I want to do it. I mean, I want to watch golf on TV. I like to watch Tiger. I like to watch the women, and I see where the women are coming back. They're going to try this week, so that's nice too. So I'm ready for the Masters, I hope.
That's good.
What are the numbers doing this week? The numbers.
I don't know.
The COVID numbers.
I don't pay attention to that stuff. I don't watch the news anymore.
I quit paying attention.
I know.
I did.
I did.
Texas going down the tubes, and I said, well, I'm going down with it.
As of Monday, I knew that we had no new cases that were being hospitalized. We had no new deaths. I believe there were some additional positive tests, but that's because we have additional testing. But for the most part, I think we're pretty much at status quo. Yeah.
Okay.
And which I think
can
is
handle that. I can.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why we haven't seen any. Because what was it? 2 weeks ago, whenever Governor Abbott came out, everybody was coming out. Oh, it's going to spike, and oh, we're in trouble, and oh, it's just awful. And get past the media and some of the bias that's out there.
The hype.
And things aren't haven't gotten much crazier than they already have.
All right. Well, I looked, but I wasn't paying that close enough attention to the actual numbers to know.
Yeah.
What kind of bad.
But to be able to see, some of these events hopefully moving forward, I think it gives us all hope and that we're going to get some kind of semblance of normality for our fall.
So do we want to take a break real quick and come back with our other guest and talk about some of the things that she's got coming up? And then we'll join them together.
Well, I guess so, since you brought it up. So if you are heading out for your lunch hour, make sure that you're tuning in. If you're in the downtown Conroe area, you can tune us in on 104.5 or 106.1 on your FM dial in your car. You can also watch us live on the Moxie Innovative Facebook page or tune in to Lone Star Community Radio, which is irlonestar.com. This is Toast of the Town with Christy and Mel, and we will be right back.
It's DJ Mike from Dance Time in Texas. Join me Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. as I count down the top 10 Texas Red Dirt songs that are packing the dance floor. I'll be featuring local artists and the story behind the hits, shows in the area, as well as new songs that make you want to dance. It's Dance Time in Texas with DJ Mike on Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC, Conroe, Texas, or online, irlonestar.com.
From the beginning, the main purpose of the Cooperative Extension Service has been to change human behavior by teaching people how to apply the results of scientific research. By utilizing a holistic, multi-level approach, Extension family and community health programs encourage health and well-being for everyone. Addressing values, concerns, and needs with reliable science-based information, Extension programs help people lead healthier lives. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Remember to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on your computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
Does volunteering at a nonprofit horse sanctuary sound wonderful? Or are you a veteran or a veteran spouse and think trying a peer group session through a local Horses and Heroes equine program might be worth trying? Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary, located in Grand Central Park by appointment only, is home to a growing number of rescued and donated horses. Visit our website at henryshomehorsesanctuary.org or check out our Facebook at Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary for more information.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Did you know that there are over 153 million orphans in the world today? The sad reality is 99% of those kids will likely never be adopted. Core Love is an organization right here in Conroe that takes care of orphan children in Haiti, Honduras, and India. We bring the love of Jesus by providing their 6 basic needs of clean water, proper food, healthcare, education, job skills, and a loving home. Visit corelove.org. That's CORELUV.org. Will you help defend the orphan?
A Lone Star Community Radio is ready for the summer. If you or anyone you know is looking for summer internship opportunities, a Lone Star Community Radio is a great place to grab the mic and be on the air. A Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world all year round. Be an on-air personality, talk show producer, or YouTube, TV, podcast editor. Contact the station at info@irlonestar.com or call the station's message line at 936-647-3776.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Path to the Plate is a research-based education program that helps consumers understand how their food choices impact their health by making the connection to agriculture. Learning about how food is grown and produced, and how consumers can make better food choices for themselves and their families, Path to the Plate is all about dispelling myths and misconceptions. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has been dedicated to educating Texans for over a century. In 1915, the Extension Program was established under the federal Smith-Lever Act to deliver university knowledge and agricultural research findings directly to the people. Ever since, AgriLife Extension programs have addressed the emerging issues of the day, serving diverse populations across the state. Texans turn to Extension for solutions in horticulture, agriculture, 4-H and youth, and family and consumer sciences. Extension agents respond not only with answers, but also with resources and services that result in significant returns on investment to boost the economy. Join us Fridays at 1 o'clock for the AgriLife Extension Hour.
Health Center Southeast Texas is a federally qualified health center. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and most major private insurances. For our self-pay patients, we have a sliding scale discount program available. Our health centers have qualified providers and staff striving every day to provide the best quality of care to our patients. Services offered are family medicine, behavioral health services, telepsychiatry, and pediatrics. We have 4 area locations. Look up the Health Center Southeast Texas online at hcset.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Toast of the Town with Christy and Mel. You're on with Mel and
Christy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, there's just I know I'm a little bit caffeinated today.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited because
Yeah.
it's so nice to be with people that are excited.
I know.
And ready to do some events and ready to,
I know.
get this economy rolling.
Speaking of events,
what
do we got coming up?
Well, there's a little golf tournament coming up.
A little
golf tournament. Miss
Little
Gail,
one.
how are you doing today?
I am doing great, thank you.
We are so excited to have you here. Obviously, we love our North Shore Republican Women group, but I love the fact that y'all are moving forward with this event, with this golf tournament. Tell us a little bit about it. Let us know when it is, all that good stuff.
Okay, so this is the North Shore Republican Women United We Stand golf tournament and awards dinner, we hope. It is at Bentwater Country Club, and it will be Monday, September 28th. We have a 1 o'clock tee time. We have currently 72 golfers signed up to play.
Awesome.
I've been asked several times, are we still going to do it? Well, it's golf. So the answer is
We're
yes.
still good, yes.
I mean, why would you not? We've been playing golf all summer.
Exactly.
So yes, we are. We have early bird registration that ends on Saturday. It would be $135 per person. So get your stuff in the mail, and we will gladly sign you up.
So how many more golfers can you take?
We had 96 golfers last year.
Okay, so there's still room.
There's still room.
And what I know a lot of people always talk about you have to know somebody to play at Bentwater, or you have to take advantage of these wonderful tournament opportunities.
Well, guess what?
Come
Y'all
play.
know North Shore Republican Women, so you can come play.
See how fantastic
Awesome. That
is
works
that?
out great for you.
I know, but so if you are a golfer and you've always wanted to play Bentwater, but maybe you didn't know anybody that lived there, or maybe you didn't know, this is a great opportunity to come test it, because the course is
beautiful. One of the things also, if you are not a golfer or if you do not want to go out and play, we have sponsorships that you can sign up for. You can go onto our website, which is northshorerepublicanwomen.org. And
that's pretty easy.
Yeah. And then go in, it's NS Republican Women.
Oh, okay.
And if you go on there, you will see a spot where you can click on and download the form. You have anything from a platinum membership to a whole membership.
So can you actually register as a player on your website too?
You can go to North Shore Republican Women Golf Tournament.com, which is actually
Very
NSRW
nice.
Golf Tournament.com, and do any memberships or golf sponsorships.
So for those of you that want a touchless registration, this is a wonderful opportunity. Just go online, sign up, pay online. You don't even have to see or talk to anybody, and then show up and play golf, and you don't have to talk to anybody else.
Right. One of the things I'd like to do a little plug for is we have hole-in-one. We have 4 par 3s, and one of our par 3s will be a hole-in-one, which is sponsored this will be the 4th year they've sponsored it with Conroe golf cars. So we really appreciate that you were there. We want local.
We hope someone wins it.
I've already been told several of the members at Bentwater want a new golf cart. So they've been practicing so that they
Very
can
nice.
maybe win that cart this year.
That is so awesome. So I love this United We Stand. I love the theme, because right now, obviously, we all need to kind of get together. What a great sense of community that kind of brings everything together. But tell me, Curt, why Conroe Golf Cars chooses to support organizations like this because it's a wonderful thing that y'all do, and y'all do this for way more than just one organization. I know y'all support a lot, but how important is it to you to have that community give back opportunity?
We use it to help promote Conroe Golf Cars, and we won't turn down anybody for a hole-in-one. We try to do them all. We want them to win. We've lost several. We've lost several that weren't insured. We've probably lost more that weren't insured that are insured. But we love to, being local, and Bentwater is a big ally of ours, and so are the local clubs here in town. I could go and name them all. And we've been very blessed to be in an industry that everyone enjoys. And so we try to, take the community and put it with any kind of charitable function that we can do, and we've been supporting them. There's several that are out at Bentwater, and we look forward to doing it for everybody.
That's great. So what is your opinion of the Bentwater course? Because that's all I hear. I don't know. I can't, like, a golf course is a golf course to me other than, it's so pretty, because I don't play.
Exactly.
I drive the cart. I'm good with that, but I don't play very well.
Well, we've heard about you driving the cart.
Unless I actually
Good
pick up
with
the
that
ball
might be a
and
compliment.
throw it. That's way better than me trying to hit it. But, so tell us about this, because that's all I hear from golfers is how amazing Bentwater is.
Bentwater, we'll call it, is an elite status. It's got 2 great courses, the Wise
So
Golf.
I definitely don't need to play. Go ahead.
It's got the Wise Golf in the Miller, and then their their private course is Grand Pines, which is a phenomenal golf course. I've played it several times, and it carries I think a special membership. Am I right,
It does.
Gail?
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Lucky you.
Yeah, I haven't played it very many times. I played obviously the Wise Golf in Miller, and there are 3 great courses. The one's on the other side of 1097, Grand Pines is, but it's up there. Anytime you have to know a member or go through a gate to get in,
It's
it's
usually
got a
pretty
little
good.
status quo on it, and it carries some weight. And I think it's great that they allow these functions out there because not everybody gets to go out there and play Bentwater.
That's exactly right. I know the Lake Conroe Area Chamber of Commerce had their tournament out there, I guess it was last year. And it was one of the few times that I've been able to go out there and actually see the course, which is why I know it's absolutely beautiful. But not only that, but the clubhouse is gorgeous. The food is always fantastic. The staff is always great. So it's just an all-around wonderful experience.
It is, yes. We appreciate that the Bentwater wants to let us have it here. They've been very supportive. I say I need, and they're like, okay, let's see how we can do it.
That's
yes.
always yes is the best answer.
Yes. Well, that's why I say no. Just say yes.
Just say yes. I know.
But they've worked with us for both last year and this year, so we're thrilled to have it there.
That's awesome. Well, I think it's so great that y'all are offering businesses here in the area an opportunity to get their name out and be associated with such a great community event as well.
A local business is somebody we want to support, and like he said, lots of us get our golf carts there, so it's a win-win for everyone.
That's great. I know. I have a friend that just got a golf cart from you guys. Just FYI.
Great. It's music to my ears.
I know. And that's, and I see all the pictures on Facebook because, you can come and get your just plain old white club car, but y'all do some pretty fantastic carts out there with some really crazy graphics. I don't know who y'all partner with that does some of your paint jobs, but my goodness, they're works of art that come out of there.
They're nice. We're with I-45 Signs, and they do some wraps for us, and then Showcase paints them for us here locally. And we're 100% about doing business local and helping our brothers out.
Yeah. Well, and it's so great. Obviously, I've known the Sebastian family for some time, since 3rd grade. When I met Miss Carolyn, who she will always be Mrs. Sebastian to me because every time I get around her, I feel like I'm in 3rd grade again because I just think she's so wonderful. But how long y'all been in this community and been giving back and been supporting other small business? And I know for a fact how many organizations you support too. So it's nice to see a business that has been able to not only endure this crazy pandemic time, but also to come back strong enough where you're still looking forward to future events and still being able to give back.
Oh, we look forward to it. And I'm going to tell a little story that when Mr. Sebastian passed away in 2004, we were he had trained his son, John, and I to kind of keep going the business forward. And one of our great friends and allies and partners, Mr. Buckaloo, came over and spoke with John and I and said, knew we were in some trying times. And he said, even though it sometimes don't make sense to do the auction or to give the money, that it will always come back tenfold. Yep. And remember that. Even though when it doesn't sound right or it's not the right thing to do, it does. And I can't think of anybody more that hasn't given back to this community than Don Buckaloo. So,
yes. The Buckaloo family, exactly.
The Buckaloo family is unbelievable. So it was great words of wisdom to us at a time that we needed them. And so it's all about, helping the community. And I'm seeing these restaurants open up, with Daryl's Catering, a new restaurant, and the Honor Cafe, and all these places that you can go. I mean, we got to support the community and support these local businesses and get people out where they spend money and take care of their people, their locals. And so,
well, and it's paying it forward. And so giving those donations, because like you said, it does come back, which isn't the whole reason why you do it. But
no, but you have to support. That's right. You have to pay it forward. That is a it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
But
it's such a good one.
But it is true, and I've been given a lot of things that in my life that I've been very blessed about to get with the Sebastians, and so. Any chance I can to give forward, I want to pay it forward and do the right thing, and so let's support our local businesses.
Absolutely.
Well, to feed onto that,
Yes.
The North Shore Republican Women, this is our only fundraiser, major
Only
fundraiser.
one of the year.
And so to do our budget, and the thing about it is we have lots of activities and programs that are tied into this, including supporting all of our Republican candidates.
Yes.
And we do different things like Caring for America and Montgomery County Food Bank, and we do a dictionary project that helps Willis ISD third graders.
Yes.
And then
Well,
we do.
and touch a little bit more on that, because this is such a cool project, because, I think there are so many kids out there right now that have lost the actual textile
That touch and
of a
feel.
book.
Mhm.
But to be able to have a dictionary, I remember whenever I was a kid, and the first dictionary I got, of course, that was pre-Google. But and what a cool feeling that was, because you feel so smart, because it's this really, really big
American
book.
Heritage.
And I bet the kids still get really excited when y'all do that.
It's funny. I've been privileged to be the literacy person to give out those dictionaries and meet some of these kids and have them tell me that this is like the first book they ever got. They were like, it's really my own. And then another one would say, oh, my brother got one of these. Now I have my own,
Oh,
and
that's so
it's like,
cool.
yes, put your name in there. And, and the teachers then informed us that they use it as a teaching tool, thank you, for because they need it for their testing.
Sure.
And they said the earliest you can give us is better, so we can have
started
these
on it.
things and
Oh,
teach
that's
with
so
them. So we feel like we have really fulfilled a pocket there to be
Yeah.
able to give that to them. And it's like, we love the kids. We
So
want to
you
do
could
whatever.
you could even say, come play golf and promote literacy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Well, the other thing that we promote is, and it's really important these days, is we give U.S. constitutions to all fifth graders at Willis ISD.
This is a major deal these days.
And it's like, teachers, please make them read this.
I know. So my kids have been thumped on the head with the Constitution from a very young age, but it's so great, because I know when they got there, because my kids go to Willis, so whenever they got their copies, it was like, so empowering to them, because whenever they're sitting there and they're learning and the power of the Constitution and their rights, and even looking at these times that we're in right now and how important those constitutional rights are. Now they feel like they've got something that really just kind of cements it in for them,
right,
and gives them that better understanding.
And we're giving a tool in both of these instances of giving a tool to the teachers that they don't have, that we can provide, and we think both are very, very important.
Very important. And our teachers already, provide so much from their own resources to give to these kids. So what a great way for y'all to really fill that gap and step in for these teachers and help them out with these kids. It's great. So
come support us.
Come support North Shore Republican Women. Sign up
Absolutely.
to play golf. Be a sponsor. Be a platinum sponsor. I challenge you.
And get a hole in one.
And take a golf.
Yeah.
See, that's my problem, though. I can't win, because
Yeah.
there is no way that's going to happen. Although, it would be kind of the fluke story of the year if I were to hit a golf ball and actually win a golf cart.
I have 4 friends this year who've had hole-in-ones. Every single one of them said it was pure luck.
Well, if I even hit the ball, it's pure
luck. Exactly.
But it's still so much fun, and I love getting involved with golf tournaments, because everybody, I've got a competitive nature, obviously not with golf, but with miniature golf, though, I could take that challenge. But golf tournaments are always so fun. Everybody's there to have a good time, maybe imbibe a little bit. Everybody's telling stories. It's just always a good time. So if you're looking for a great opportunity to come outside, whether you're a new golfer or a seasoned golfer, go check out nsrepublicanwomen.org. If you go there, you can follow the link to the golf tournament, get all the details, sign up online. If you're conscious about, being in front of people or having contact with people, then you can sign up online, show up. I'm guarantee they're going to make registration nice and easy, and probably include a good bite or two to have while you play golf out there
Well,
too.
there's a ditty bag that we've been collecting stuff for.
Oh, see, even get some goodies.
Yeah,
Goodies.
yeah.
But go to nsrepublicanwomen.org. You can sign up online, get all the details. You can also sponsor if you are a small, medium, or large business and you would like to, promote and support these great endeavors that these ladies do, like delivering dictionaries and delivering copies of the Constitution to these great kids over in Willis ISD. Come out and support that. What a wonderful, patriotic, a way to give back and support these great kids that really need it right now, because all these kids really need a little bit of support.
And they work hard all year long.
Yes, they do.
This is this is just part of what they do.
I know.
Because they're working
nonstop.
Yep.
I know. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
We're going to come back. I want to talk more about what y'all see on the horizon with all the pandemic, what you're seeing here with local businesses and local events, how pandemic is affecting all of us, and some of the other news stories in the world are affecting us. If you are tuning in, make sure you don't go away, because we have more fun and more toasting to do, because this is Toast of the Town with Christy and Mel, and we'll see you in a few.
Statistics show that 1 out of every 6 Texans struggles with food insecurity and hunger. And many people don't eat enough fruits and vegetables every day. The Better Living for Texans program is here to help you learn how to make healthy menu choices, save money at the grocery store, prepare quick and delicious meals, get more good nutrition in your day, and get more physical activity. Classes are fun, friendly, interactive, and free, and taught in English and Spanish. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show. With monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Did you know there are more than 790 abused and neglected children currently in foster care in Montgomery County? Will you help make a difference? I'm Allie Stevens with Casa Child Advocates of Montgomery County. We train and support volunteers to be the voice of children in the foster care system. Kids removed from their home because of abuse and neglect, and we need volunteers just like you to advocate for these children. To learn more about becoming an advocate, please visit CasaSpeaksForKids.com. That's CasaSpeaksForKids.com.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Mel of Christy and Mel, Toast of the Town.
Mm-hmm.
We're back. We are back.
Yay!
We promised you we'd be back.
We are still live.
Lots of fun, lots of toast.
Yes. So we have been talking with Curt Maddux of Conroe Golf Carts and Ms. Gail McKinnon of North Shore Republican Women, talking about not only the upcoming United We Stand golf tournament that is going to be September 28th at Bentwater Country Club, or golf club. Does it matter?
No.
Okay. It's in Bentwater.
Golf and country club.
Yes. And talking about this, the great things that the monies from this tournament go to fund, which is, two of my favorite things, providing dictionaries and copies of the Constitution for kids in Willis ISD. And as we are going through this and watching this constant change of events, it's been really interesting and I think really important, especially where the Constitution comes in, to look at how our leaders are responding to these events, our elected officials. What do y'all see in the business world? I know both of you are very connected. You talk to lots of people. How are businesses doing in the area? How are they responding to these really trying times?
I think they're all hurting.
Yes.
On a level of people who run for themselves like a hairdresser or a nail salon, those are people who are going from client to client to be able to handle things. And I've talked to several people. It's like they couldn't go to those places.
Mm-hmm.
And I was worried about my hairdresser because for her to be able to support her family.
Exactly. And how they can try to bounce back with that. And I think it's a wonderful lesson. You know, we've seen all these things, like the salon that ended up suing because she got, there was one here that ended up suing the state of Texas for the right to open.
The one in Dallas. Yeah.
And the one in Dallas. And I know that there are some local bar establishments that are also engaging attorneys in the constitutionality of these closures and what a certain elected official seems to be choosing and selecting which businesses can be open and which ones are closing. So, it really is an important time to know your rights and to give these kids these copies of these constitutions, because obviously that transpires into who we go and elect in November.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And and this year is such a weird year because of COVID. There have been some elections that have had to be moved. And obviously, one of the big ones is the City of Conroe elections that have actually been
in
moved
May, and it's now going to be in November.
And and not only is that so trying for businesses that are looking to kind of move forward through the next step of this process of getting through this pandemic and reopening businesses and getting the economy back, but how trying it's got to be for these amazing folks that have stepped forward to run for office too.
Well, and it also, I think, illustrates the leadership that we need for all of these positions.
Yeah.
Because you can be rocking along and business is fine and they can move forward, but you have something like this happen and, you need people who can lead.
It makes you pay attention.
Yeah,
and I know, Curt, one of the wonderful things about you, not only in the way that you give back to the community anyway, and not only through Conroe Golf Cars, but also how you step up personally, and I know that what you've done for CAYB and how you've helped other kids be able to have an opportunity to play baseball, but to step up in a role to help guide the leadership and how we move forward through campaigning to be elected to the city council. So thank you for that.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome, because it really does take a lot of gumption, especially in this day and age, to run for office and to take that leap of faith, but to also know that you have the fortitude and the business mind in order to help move these things forward to keep our economy and our communities alive and thriving.
Absolutely.
Because it's rough.
Absolutely.
And you look at what's happening on the national political scale, it's frightening.
It is, and I had a discussion, a high-level discussion one day with somebody who was just giving grief to guys that were running for office, and I explained, if you want good people and you want good leaders and you cannot give everybody grief, and yet they still continue to. So for those of you who do step forward, really, thank you, Curt.
I know.
That's awesome.
And I know that y'all did work with a lot of candidates as well, and just It's such a trying time for us that like to be hopeful for events, hopeful for how we move forward and how business is going to continue, to stay in that encouragement level when you see so much negativity.
Well, I'm an election judge for Precinct 72, and surprisingly, we had our runoff, at Bentwater, and we thought we would be combining, but what Election Central did to make sure that everybody was safe, and clerks mainly. I'm getting clerks to come in there, and we had plexiglass screens, and we had special gloves, which were sandwich bags, that you could.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
What you could use to vote on the machines, and everybody was wearing masks, and it's just the Election Central went above and beyond to make sure we were safe, and everybody had a mask on, or we provided a mask if they needed to come in to vote.
That's great.
So on many levels, to make
it conducive to come vote.
Right.
And and we had Holly Arbuckle on with us a few weeks ago, and she was telling us about the mail-in ballots, and which is always a very interesting topic. But she was talking about what they have to do to actually process these ballots, which was really interesting. It did give me a little bit greater sense of security as far as the truth in balloting, but that it cost, what did she say, $35 or $40 a ballot in order for each one of those to be counted.
That is
so
correct.
for these amazing election judges that show up to actually help those locations, not only is it to me, I love going in person to vote because I take my kids with me. I'm training them early to go cast their vote. But for all these great people that show up to facilitate an opportunity to cast our vote, it's also saving a ton of money.
Yes. And I try to tell anyone, just because you can qualify by age for a mail-in does not mean you should do a mail-in.
And Gail, thank you for your service too.
I know. Thank you for that.
Great.
I just, and I've been involved in elections in different areas for a long time, but I've never worked behind the scenes. I think I'm going to put that on my bucket list. I think I should.
It would be
You
fun.
can also be on ballot board. Dorothy Woodall is the judge for that.
She's so great.
Yeah, and she's part of our club, and she is a good taskmaster for that.
Taskmaster. That is a wonderful
That's the title I
title.
want one day.
That's one I'm never going to have.
Yeah.
But so, it makes events like this even more important because it's more than just coming out to play golf. You're also supporting some really great causes, but you're also generating money and generating income in an economy that's already on shaky ground. And you're also giving some other businesses that support you guys an opportunity to be seen. So you know that these businesses are out there vying for your business and supporting the community on behalf of that. So, it's much bigger than just swinging a golf club.
Yes.
And missing. And missing. And then you've got,
I don't know, I can putt. I just can't
know.
swing.
And then you've got great businesses like Conroe Golf Cars that's been around. How long have y'all been around?
46 years.
46 years.
my gosh.
They are officially older than me.
Hush.
46 years of giving back to the community and everything that y'all do, and I know that y'all are known nationwide and all over the world.
I like that.
I know. See?
Look at him grin.
I know. And then taking that and really showing up to support your community, especially in these trying times, it's really great. So I thank both of you, not only for your service to the community, but for, coming on the show today, sharing this event. I'm excited because goodness gracious, we need more fun things to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you've never, are y'all doing the burgers at Bentwater? Are y'all doing? Have y'all decided yet?
We haven't. We're discussing food.
Okay. Well, I will tell you, their burgers and their chicken sandwiches are amazing.
Why is it that you don't know anything about Bentwater except their food?
Because that's what I know the best of. Is all the good food is. The good food and the good beverages. But so go to nsrepublicanwomen.org. You can go ahead and sign up for that golf tournament. And if you can't make it out to play, they've got sponsorship levels starting at
$100.
$100 to help a kid get a dictionary and a copy of the Constitution.
Please.
This is
to support our candidates.
And to support our candidates, which we know in November is going to be a really difficult time. And we need to make sure that we're electing the right leadership come November, not only on the national scale, but also here locally.
One more time, nsrepublicanwomen.org. Okay.
See, did you notice how I harmonized with you there? So it wasn't like we were just talking on each other?
No, but I was just trying to...
I know. That's me. Anyway, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. I know we have some friends that are on here. Our friend Vince Ross is listening.
And
Thanks,
Kurt,
Vince. Hope
Kurt
you're doing
Jones
well.
up in Kansas.
And
is doing
Kurt
it
is
again.
listening. We love you, Kurt. And our good friend Benny Bryant, who is playing again at
On
Pacific
Friday.
Yard House on Friday night with Jesse
Right.
Roach. It is a
Right.
great night of live music. If you aren't familiar with Pacific Yard House, they are right here in downtown Conroe. The show starts at 9. I promise you want to come out. It's a great show. Some of the greatest tunes you'll ever hear in a great setting. You can have your food. You can even have beverages. Because that's what's important. But come out with some fun. Obviously, social distancing is in place so that everybody is safe. But you can come out, enjoy some live music here in downtown Conroe, and make sure you go and sign up for this golf tournament because I'm going to show up just for the burger.
Right.
And just to support.
And
yes.
congratulations to Judge Grant and
his
new
wife, Debbie. Yes.
Yay.
Yes, we love them both. So congratulations.
And he got
you
a
guys.
sponsorship for us in the midst
Look
of
at
this
this.
getting married.
Isn't this amazing? See, look at all our great
I
elected
know.
officials
I know.
stepping
That's
up.
awesome.
Anyway, make sure you tune in every Wednesday when we toast the best of Montgomery County right here in downtown Conroe. We are going to give you guys a toast. Thank y'all for being great leaders, great volunteers, great business owners here in Conroe. Tune in next week to Toast the Town with Christy and Mel. Until then, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Today's show was recorded and broadcasted live on irlonestar.com, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and all rights and ownership are reserved to Lone Star Community.